Today on Memorial Day, we honor the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice, dying while serving in the armed forces. More than 1.3 million Americans have died in the line of duty to afford us the freedoms we take for granted every single day. Today, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell was in Louisville for the holiday, speaking at the VFW service at Cave Hill Cemetery. The National Cemetery is home to more than 6,000 veterans dating back to the Civil War. McConnell's father, who was a World War II veteran, and his mother are both buried at Cave Hill.
My family and so many others, this Cave Hill is very sacred.
The annual memorial service concludes the VFW's weekend tributes. They also put hundreds of flags on the graves of veterans inside that cemetery starting on Friday.
Why must there be sacrifice? Why is this a consequence inflicted upon those who serve and those who love them? The answer is simple but sharp. Liberty is not freely gained or preserved. It must be continually safeguarded.
Today, 13 names were added to the Kentucky National Guard Memorial. The memorial honors the men and women who died in performance of duty at the National Guard. Of the new names that were added, 11 died during World War I, one in 1935 during weekend training, and another in 2001, just prior to 9/11, bringing the total number of names honored to 286 men and women since 1912. Well, every Memorial Day, the Patriots Peace Memorial honors members of our armed forces who lost their lives while serving. This year, 2 new Ames were added from our area. 24-year-old Air Force First Lieutenant Scott Ames Jr. from Pekin, Indiana. He died in a training flight crash last year. Also, 19-year-old Marine Corps Combat Engineer Lance Corporal Kenneth Robertson. He was from Radcliffe. He died in a kayak accident last summer. Robertson's parents were there to see his name added to the memorial, signifying the loss.
He was excited. He wanted to serve his country. He wanted to get the proper training to become a police officer.
He wanted to help people. Kenny loved to help people. He was involved in all the community events. He loved to do things that help children. He loved to help people.
When a name is added to this memorial, a concrete brick is removed and replaced by a glass plate, a reminder of the joy of freedom safeguarded by our servicemen. 459 Patriots from our region have been memorialized since the start of that wall in 2002. And freedom is never free. That was the message of a Memorial Day service in Clarksville over the weekend. The service was at the Veterans Place Memorial, located right behind Clarksville's Town Hall. The theme for this year's event was President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, the 1862 executive order declaring all enslaved people would be free. According to National Archives, about 179,000 black men served as soldiers in the U.S. Army, and another 19,000 served in the Navy. Nearly 40,000 black soldiers died over the course of the war.
The lives that we lead, the liberties and rights that we enjoy, have in so many ways been built upon the shoulders of the men and women in uniform that gave the ultimate sacrifice. They represent the foundation of the United States, and it is our honor and obligation to see that our union remains strong.
Town President Ryan Ramsey right there. He led the service. Veterans and community members were there to remember.
Our fallen Kentucky servicemen and women ask of us only this, that we remember them.
Governor Randy Beshear paying his respects to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, sharing this video on his Twitter. But we'd like to take a moment and honor our servicemen from the Commonwealth right here that we call home. You can take a look here and see some of them on your screen. The people who sent in their pictures, who were a major part of helping our country, all of these people from Kentuckiana. Thank you to them. Thank you to their families. And thank you for sending in those wonderful pictures. Happy Memorial Day to all of them.